Alrighty, YouTube, back here with another video today, and we're back on Jun Shadow. And recently, I've not been terribly impressed with Tarmogoyf, so I've decided to completely cut the card and go with a more lean, mean fighting machine strategy. Um, we're pretty much, I had to move the one drops over so you all could see all of them, but we are running 31 drops here, and well, I don't think Hexdrinker is necessarily the best card currently, due to what is it? Prismatic Ending being around, and the pro instance isn't terribly impactful. I do kind of like the idea of just making this deck as like one drop heavy, and just like maybe Tarmogoyf isn't necessarily that great right now, and I kind of want to try and see how this goes. It's kind of an experiment. That being said, I brought in 2K commands because Chalice of the Void is being played somewhat, and when you have 31 drops, um, there's a slight issue, right? If they get the or not a Chalice on one, then we just lose the game. So having 2K commands not bad. One on the sideboard. Main deck's pretty much reasonable. Really, what I did was I slotted out the Tarmogoyfs for Hex Drinkers. The rest of the list looks fine to me. DRC with this not like huge amount of spells, but like we have ways of turning it on. So Force Scourge, maybe this should be only 3. I'm not really certain. At that point, I would like maybe run another Terminate, or maybe I'm not sure, the Fourth Inquisition. Sideboard, I think it's kind of stock at this point. The only like one thing that I'm doing that's a little bit different, I would say, than like what I would say is like what you should be running is Kozilek's Return. I'm not sure if Kozilek's Return is like necessarily the best card in the world, but like it does give you like this backdoor value against certain decks like Hammer Time, where it's not particularly the best card, but you kind of probably need to bring it in anyways. And like, I don't know, Spell Bomb is fantastic. Maybe there's a reason to run like a 2/2 split with Soul Guide Lantern, but I'm more of a fan of Spell Bomb unless you're specifically running Drown Lock, because at that point it kind of makes sense to me, right? Um, the rest of the deck's fine. 19 lands. I think you could almost play 20 at this point, but DRC tends to allow you to cut on lands, and so does Ragavan. So I think 19's fine. Almost 18 could be reasonable, but I decided to go with 19, especially with 2K commands. I'm a little bit more wary of like we'll have some mana intensity going on. But anyways, that is gonna do it for the intro here. But if you are watching, if you would like, comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome. And we're about to get into the first match. We're into the first match. We're on the play, which is always nice. I feel like we almost never get to be on the play. Our hand's fine. We have our one drop. We have Bolt, K command. I think this is a fine keep. Kind of shitty that we don't have something to do with Luris in this hand, but we'll figure it out. Definitely grinds, definitely can be aggressive, so I think this is a fine keep. Hopefully our opponent is... Oh, they don't even reveal a companion, so that's kind of interesting. I think we're going to lead on Wooded Foothills here and get an Overgrown Tomb. I think Bloodstained Mire is one of the better fetches in the deck, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, let's see how Hexdrinker performs here. Let's see what we're up against, actually, more specifically. It definitely would be awkward if they remove this Hexdrinker, because we actually don't have a play next turn. So that would definitely be awkward. We're pretty much just like, priced into leveling this up twice. Maybe once, but I think twice this next turn. So maybe this wasn't the best keep in the world, but I still think it's fine. Let's see what our opponent is on. They didn't reveal a companion, so I'm definitely a little wary. Typically, the only decks that don't do that is Blue-Red Murktide and what is the card? And Burn. Not Burn, Jesus, and Control. I just saw this and I automatically thought Burn, so let's see. Godless Shrine. This might be blue-black Reanimator? Okay, that's what it seems like. Not blue-black, black-white. Okay. Guess we're getting Grief Ephemerated here, which isn't great, but it's okay. They probably just take Bolt Shadow and then leave us with K command. If it's not Ephemerate, then they probably should take the K command. But if it's not Ephemerate, they might leave us with Shadow or Bolt. I'm not really certain. But anyways, we're still not that bad here. Okay, it's Undying. So now they have like a little bit of an awkward situation here. Now I don't know what they're going to leave us with. I am a little bit curious about this, but Hexing are not looking horrible here. Take our Shadow, which is fine. I think that's particularly the best take. I guess that means they can't attack. I guess that's fine. They might just take... Oh, they leave us with Bolt here. Okay. I think I'm going to have some discipline here and hold this Bolt. I'm not really certain. I'm a little bit afraid of exactly Stoneforge Mystic. And if that's the case, I probably want to save this Bolt. So let's just level up twice here. And if they're not playing Stoneforge Mystic here, they can just like whatever, they can Ephemerate, take our Bolt, whatever, that's fine with me. Yeah, so that's exactly what we were afraid of. I think it's better to save it for exactly Stoneforge Mystic. Because I don't know how we're beating a Cauldron here. But it's fine. Yeah, they get a Cauldron. Yeah. Alright. Well, our trigger discipline is, sometimes they call that. But our discipline definitely helping here. Alright. Play our DRC. We will fetch a mountain here. I don't think we need to be taking that much more damage. Guess, yeah, we'll bolt here and see what's on top. A Ragavan. So Ragavan good here. I don't think it's horrible, but I kind of want a removal spell. So I'm going to bend that. Guess we are attacking, not blocking here. Now, the better question is, are we blocking with DRC? I'm not really certain. Another Stoneforge Mystic. See, that was our fear here. Another Stoneforge Mystic's kind of terrifying, and now we need one of our like Unholy Heats or something like that to get back into this. They're attacking. I don't think we can afford to block here. Well, that's not going to do it. And we can't level this up to 8. So I think we are dead here. Let's see, we chump block. Cauldron is what, a 5/5? Or is it a 5/5? Man, it's going to be kind of... I just don't see a way out, because we can't fetch for the remainder of the game. I guess we'll play it out, though. I'm not really certain what we're drawing to here. So it's kind of weird because here the Hexstream doesn't look like fantastic, doesn't look horrible. Maybe they put in Batterskull for some reason as well. You never know. We can't actually beat this Cauldron. Because we're just going to get this to 6. Yeah, no, there's no beating this. I mean, I guess if we trade, maybe. Oops. If we trade, there's a chance. But I don't believe that we actually can win from this position. But I'm not actually certain. Block, block, go down to 1. And then they just have 3 lethal attackers next turn. Yeah, they swing with everything. Smartly. I think this is our like only like favorable blocks. Although, oh, this has Menace. Yeah, okay, we're dead. We're dead. Yeah, forgot that has Menace. Oof. Well, we could have double blocked, but again, it's not going to save us here. Okay. So I think K command is fine. You'd probably want Terminates. I'm Not really certain if we want Spell Bomb or not. I'm assuming this might be Reanimator, so I tend to like bringing it in. I'm not actually certain if that's like actually good though. So what is not good here? Fine trimming a single Scourge here. Maybe we won't bring in all the spell bombs, maybe like 2, because we're not actually certain if they're reanimating or not, but like we kind of want some insulation against it. What else would we need to cut? Terminates are, maybe we can cut Terminates here. Thing is, our 1 mana spells are just better, so I think that's fine. And then I'll trim a Hex Drinker here, be a little bit more controlling. Hopefully we get a better hand there. Like, it was a fine hand, but definitely an awkward sequence by them. It's also pretty difficult to beat the double grief start. But our hand's fantastic here, looking great. Channeler with double bobble is great. We have an Inquisition. Mana base looking a little bit awkward here, but that's what happens when you go into 3 colors. So I think we just lead on Stomping Ground. I'm not really certain why we wouldn't want to lead on Stomping Ground, but maybe if we draw another discard spell, there's a reason there. You know, I think that's fine. Just because there's a chance we draw like discard spell land off of our bobble here, that I probably want to be playing the DRC or playing the Blood Crypt out here. Another bobble, we don't need that. Land, we don't need that. We shall just pass it on up. See what they're drawing. What do we be drawing? They draw on a grief. Draw a grief. Grief is kind of terrifying. I mean, our hand's really not that great here, so if they want to pick it apart, they're more power to you. But, and with 2 bobbles on the stack here coming off, it's definitely a little questionable. They're exiling a Croxa to play grief. Interesting. They're just looking at our, wow. They're just looking at our hand just to look at our hand. I'm a little surprised. I'm assuming they must be reanimating then, because I don't know why else you would do this. I think it's pretty implied at this point that they're on persist here. But maybe I'm wrong. I could totally be wrong. I don't know why you would make that play so aggressively though. Okay, second DRC. We might just bolt them. Kind of down just to bolt them. Just get our damage in now. Bottom, bottom, all the lands. All the lands. I mean, they're getting pretty low pretty fast. DRC is a very quick clock, so we'll see what they're doing here. Because if they just grief, if they persist their grief here to get rid of our shadow, I don't care. Genuinely don't care. I mean, we're winning with these channelers at this point. Now, if they get Stoneforge Mystic here, this is kind of scary, but I still think we're beating them here. Like, Kaldra doesn't win the game for them at this point. Yeah, they get Batterskull. Makes sense. Thoughtseize. That's pretty good. I want to bolt. I want to bolt pretty bad. Okay, how do we lose at this point? It's definitely not with Dothy. Actually, I don't see how we lose this game from here. We don't care about Fulminator because we can cast this bolt no matter what. Trying to think if there's anything I can think of. Probably should just take Batterskull just in case. We don't really want them gaining life here. Let's put this in tapped. I'm not trying to lose this game in some weird fashion. I'm thinking like maybe their one out at this point is a Nihil Spellbomb, and we need to keep them from gaining life here, and like they can't really attack us, right? So yeah, this is fine. I think Spellbomb was the only out that I could think of. I'm just like super lost. I don't know if these spell bombs are actually good or not. And I guess we have discard spells, right? We should probably just bring in Terminates. Being called by my call. So now we are gonna have to zoom. I think Scourge is worse than Abrupt Decay here, and I'm not sure about spell bombs. I still think we want 2. I was thinking about cutting them, but I think 2 is fine, and I'm not particularly certain what we want to cut. I don't think it is the discard spells. Maybe it's 1 discard spell, and oh god, Seal Fire seems fine. Okay, well we're Unholy Heat. Submit. Shoot. I got distracted. See if that worked. Okay, we definitely shouldn't have cut the heat, but whatever. That's what ended up happening, so. Okay. So hand definitely has some problems. They kept 7. I'm going to keep it. I think we can risk it here. Definitely a wary hand, but I think it's okay. Just has all 1 mana spell, so I feel pretty confident about that. Okay, they didn't. Okay, that's good. All right. That's not bad. Kind of just want to fire off a Thoughtseize off of the swamp. I think that's what we should do. Yeah, let's just fire off Thoughtseize off a swamp. Okay. Interesting. So this is the Undying thing. I think, Undying Evil is pretty awkward for us here. But I think it's the take. It's either that or Grief, I think. I don't think we care about Bolt. Because, like, taking Bolt, I don't know, just leaves them with too much here. It's either the Undying Evil or the Grief, I think. I guess I could be convinced that it's Grief. Because we have Denial Spellbomb to turn off Undying, so I think we just want to take the Grief. I've convinced myself. I have convinced myself. I think that is a fine line. If it was like Ephemerate or something, I think we might take Ephemerate, but the fact that it's Undying Evil, I don't think we necessarily need to care. Oh, they're cutting themselves off of red mana as well. Okay. That is interesting. Okay, well they draw the spell, or draw the land that allows them to do that, so that feels kind of shitty, but it is what it is. Oopsies, let me move that. So we still know their entire hand, just Fury, Undying Evil. I mean, they could technically just play Fury out here as an 8/8. Wow. Alright, that's what they're doing. I think this is a little risky. I think it's fine for us, honestly. I think this is definitely an aggressive line that might work for them, but I don't think it will. We'll see what happens. We do have the double Seal and Bolt here, so we can deal with it. Okay, bring it back. This is a May, right? Yeah, it is a May. It's up to. Oh. Oh no, opponent. Deal 4 damage as you choose among any. Oh no, opponent. Oh, that's not great for the opponent. I don't believe you have to target with that. So yeah. That's awkward. With that troll, I actually think we're just gonna play this out. We could dash the monkey, but I think I'm actually fine just playing it out here and playing the Spell Bomb. Oopsies. I believe they messed that up, but I'm not sure. Not sure. I might be wrong, though. Well, anyways, regardless if they can or cannot do that, it's definitely good for us. They just messed up. I know that you can change the targets cost wise or damage wise. They're drawing a swamp. I don't think I care about them drawing a swamp, so I'm actually just going to not deploy or not even attack with Ragavan here. Maybe this is a mistake though. No, I don't think it is. I just don't want them to draw something here. And allowing them to just draw the swamp, I could just like care less about. Maybe I should have attacked. I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think that like I should have attacked and then bobbled them, but that's fine. The way I think letting them just draw the swamp is like okay value. All right, they just conceded. That was a very weird match. So yeah, we're getting into match number 2. All right, we're back here for match number 2. Let's see if we. Oh, we're on the play again, which is not typically what happens with our Dust Shadow decks. Kahira, shit. Okay, I think this is a keep. Definitely a little weird, but Ragavan is that card, so we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. Come on, Ragavan. Do your deed. Gotta have to get a Blood Crypt here. Definitely want to draw a land here for sure. Elementals, definitely not a good matchup. We could just lose here pretty much if they just go like, I don't know, Solitude Ephemerate or like something Ephemerate. Or even if they play like Harbinger, we might be in just like a really shitty situation. They're going basic planes? Okay. Yeah, so like this is definitely an issue. Like I'm not really certain what we're supposed to do about this. They have Ephemerate, like whatever. This doesn't even allow us to play a creature next turn. Like yeah, it's just kind of, it is what it is. You can't really complain. Hard to do too much against this deck sometimes. So we will Inquisition. Okay, we take a Risen Reef, so I mean their hand's not technically that great. The problem is we're just dying very fast here. They just 6 us. So if we draw Shadow, maybe we have a chance. Or like another land, we could be okay here. Let's see. Draw a Bobble. It's not horrible. I guess we have to top this, because that means Scourge can at least trade here. Right? I think that's fine. So if they drew a blue spell, we lose the game. But if not, we're fine. Yeah, and then fetching's actually kind of good for us here. Because now they're probably just going to buy Kahira, and then we can play the Scourge out. And then we'll attack. The Scourge will be a 5/5, and that means we can block and trade with Fury here. Go down to 2. Definitely risky, but we are still alive at least. They have 1 mystery card. If it is a blue spell, we just lose. So just kind of have to live with it. Let's attack. Heal through turn. We have our 5/5. So, I mean, we're definitely not winning currently, but we're not losing. Problem is they just have a Subtlety, which is going to be hard to beat. I guess they don't have the mana for it, technically speaking. If they have a fetch land, we could be in big trouble here. But, okay, they do have a fetch land. Solitude. Does not help. Okay. Alright, so the last card is Subtlety, and I'm not really certain how we're supposed to beat that. Maybe a Shadow can help us? It's not a Shadow. Guess we're just throwing away a DRC here. I mean, I guess we technically, like... No, we're just so dead here. So, we'll see if they mess up here. We're gonna fetch for a forest card. Play our Hex Drinker. If they subtlety it, we... Oh, we're just dead, right? They can settle. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they're just gonna subtlety this, and then we're dead. So, I mean, it's hard for us to beat the double whatchamacallit, Solitude hands, or the lead on Fury hands. It's just kind of difficult. Matchup's definitely hard here. Just bringing the removal spells. Probably want Kozilek's Return as well. And then we definitely want to trim on Shadows here. I think that's probably it. I think Shadow is by far the worst card in this matchup. Hexdrinker's not great either, but I think that's what we're going to have to do. Just very hard to turn on Shadow in this matchup, and I don't think that's what this game is about. Definitely a hard matchup. Definitely a hard matchup. And then we get this hand. Which doesn't really do that much. Even if we draw like running spells, it seems kind of loose. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand definitely seems better. Just gonna bottom the mountain here. Our opponent kept 7, so that's not great. It's not good at all. We're just gonna get a Blood Crypt and just double bobble here. Just double bobble it up. Hope this Ragman gets something going. I mean, if they go Fury Ephemerate again, we're just like, again, it's super hard to win those games. Not much we can do about it either. This is definitely the matchup you want to fade. Definitely is. Okay, Forest. They just pass through their turn. Cool. Like, the funny thing is, I don't even think this matters. Like, they F6 through their turn. Teferi. Okay, so they're on that version. Which I actually think that version might be worse, but it is better against Reanimator. Oh, wait, we get to steal their Teferi. Although we're not going to be able to cast it, right? That's definitely a card I'm fine getting rid of. The funny thing is, like, so we're kind of like, I feel like we're forced to play this Hex Drinker next turn. And if they have a Fury, we just lose the game so bad. Guess we could K command here instead. No, that just seems so bad. I would love to cast this Teferi, but we don't actually have a way to do that. Maybe I should just buy Luris here. I'm gonna just do that. We can always just play Hex Drinker next turn. I'm just scared of Fury or Ephemerate, or Fury and or Solitude plus Ephemerate, you know? Well, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good way to play around it. So allows us to... Okay, they're ditching Voice. Okay. Just do that. Okay. I think I'm fine playing Luris here then. And just bobbling. Okay. Here we are. We're not really worried about our life total, right? Because we do have no... we don't have any Death Shadows in our deck anymore, so... Playing out Luris this early really isn't that bad. Okay. Thoughtseize not bad. Another Bobble. Let's bobble them now. See what's on top. Another land. So might as well as Thoughtseize here. Okay. Endurance, Abrade. Abrade. Interesting. Don't think we care about this Abrade, really. Yeah, we'll just take the Endurance here. Abrade, that's super weird. I guess they're worried about Torpor Orb, which I guess makes kind of sense. But again, I'm not terribly worried about that card. Bobble. Level up. Guess we should level up again, because that means it's on 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there's no real reason to level up again, so guess we can just bobble them on their upkeep after they draw. Now they have a Sacred Foundry on top. I think we're actually in a pretty good spot here. I mean, they did pass their turn, so did do that, which never hurts to help us. They probably need to braid the Lurrus. I mean, there's no real reason to Are they taking the turn off to just buy Kahira? Wow. Alright, they have another land. Sure. Just get Stomping Ground here. I think we're pretty much like locked up for this game. You never know, though. You never know. Guess we should bobble them. See if we want to dash this Ragman. Oh yeah, we know it's a land. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Guess we will just play our DRC. Lands. I definitely tapped poorly here, but I'm just like kind of in autopilot mode at this point. I should have leveled up my Hex Drinker again. Oopsies. But their hand is Abrade, Subtlety, and a bunch of lands, so I'm not terribly concerned. And I guess a Kahira, so. Alright, well we take that one. Definitely a little lucky that our opponent just like kind of skipped through their turn, which that never feels like a good way to win the game, but alright, here we are. Do we want anything else? I don't think so. Maybe a trophy is fine, but I don't think so. I think we just want to... I think Seal of Fire plus Lurrus is like the way we win this game. Definitely need Lurrus to help us out. This hand is not great. Does have 2 removal spells and 2 Hex Drinkers, though. I'm going to keep it. Definitely a little weird looking, though. It's not bad. Alright, so they start on a tapped land, which is not like the best start in the world. I'm just going to attack here. So, this is like the hard part about playing its elementals, right? You have this thought of, okay, maybe they have Fury, maybe they have Teferi, and how can we play around that? I'm not really certain. I think it's just playing another Hex Drinker, because I think Teferi's that annoying that I just don't want to have to deal with it. This definitely could be a mistake, though. Because Fury is such a big problem, and it can just kill both of this, but I think we have to take a risk here. Solitude. If they try and ephemerate this, I will bolt it. Alright, this is not bad for us. They have a Risen Reef. It's still not even that bad, because at least we have a K command for it. Not actually certain. We might be okay here. I mean, hopefully they don't have a Risen Reef. That is our definitely our hope that they don't have one, because that's annoying. But at least Kolaghan's Command is a card that can, like, 2 for 1 on the same axis. Okay, Teferi's, like, fine. Not amazing, but fine. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, I should level, whatever. I should have leveled up the Hex Drinker. That was a mistake. Definitely a punt. Maybe not a punt, but definitely a mistake. Voice. Well, we can't cast spells during your turn anyways. Flamekin Harbinger. Interesting. Probably put an Arisen Reef on top, I'd assume. That would be the guess. A Fury. Okay. Unholy Heat. So we know they have a Fury on top. And I think the best thing we can do actually is maybe just shoot something, make them discard. I'm not really certain what we want to shoot here. I think we want to shoot them, make them discard. What do we want to shoot? We could shoot the voice. Shoot them. I'm not actually certain what we want to shoot. So, okay. Let's think about this. What do we not want to shoot? So what we can do is shoot the voice, Unholy Heat the voice token, get in at Teferi. Is that even worth it at that point? Is the real question. Kind of do want to deal with this Voice of Resurgence, but I guess we don't need to kill Teferi this turn. I just want to make it so this Fury doesn't 2-for-1 us. I'm not really certain how we're supposed to do that. I guess we can just level up the Hex Drinker. So shoot this, shoot them. Okay. Well, I know I'm making them discard. So I'm going to. I also want to get a green source here because I might ditch this Peatland at some point. So I'm going to Tomb. So let's go make you discard. Shoot what? I feel like we should just shoot Teferi. We're probably going to try and get over this voice somehow. Scourge. I'm pretty certain we just want to bend this. It's definitely a good card, but I think we want to bend it. We kind of want this DRC to be online. This card's land. So I guess at that point, what do we want to kill now? Or do we even want to use this Unholy Heat? Well, we know what they're drawing. It's not particularly that great. Just kill the voice. Bobble, bin that. Hell yeah. Now we have DRC online. Alright. We're getting in there. Now we'll start leveling up this Hex Drinker. We know they have a Fury in hand, which is irrelevant. Or I'd say semi-irrelevant. Probably should attack with both here. No attacks. Okay. Definitely attacking with both here. Just trying to kill them. Jumping. So if this is on 3, we should probably just shock here. Because we can level this up all the way anyways next turn. And I just want to Abrupt Decay something. I don't have to, though. Not a Teferi, please. Okay, Kahira is fine. Just decay that. Scourge? Scourge probably isn't that bad. Do we want Scourge, though? Yeah, I'll keep it on top. I think it's a fine threat. Not certain if they can even beat this Hex Drinker anyway, going ultimate, but yeah, they are attacking. They are playing it smart. They're not winning by not attacking. Fury, so they have to kill this Hex Drinker. Yeah. Alright, so keeping Scourge on top was definitely the smart play. I'm gonna crack this Peat land now. Yeah, that's kind of why. Alright, I think we should take this game down then. I'm not sure how we lose. Seems like we're in a very good spot. But this Elementals deck is built differently and can win out of nowhere. But that's them dead, I believe. Yep. Just level up the Hex Drinker to 4, and they are dead. Alright. Tough match. We got a little fortunate on the second game with them drawing, but again, you gotta take what you get. But anyways, we're getting into match number 3. Back for match number 3. Let's see. We're on the draw. Sad. Oh man. I think this is a mulligan, especially on the draw. If we're on the play, I'm keeping, but on the draw, I'm mulliganing this. Just nothing proactive. This hand, good. Hand is quite good. Come on, Gabba Gandalf. Let's see what's up. This hand's much better, much, much better. Don't you dare show us a Ragavan. Ooh, Forest. Sprawl? White. What does this mean? What does this mean? Let's get our Blood Crypt here. I guess there's some argument to holding Bobble, but we kind of just want to draw land next turn, so... If not, just have our creature get through, so... What's on top? Arbor Elf? Okay. Is this Heliod? This might be Heliod. The Yod combo? Be my guess. Is this Skyclave? No. Okay. Alright. The main deck, Sanctum Fire. Yikes. Alright. Cool. Whatever. Pass the turn. Maybe I should have bolted the Arbor Elf, but main deck Sanctum Fire. I guess the cake or the Kozilek's return on the sideboard's not looking that bad. But oof. Sanctum Prelate? Oh my god, what the hell is this? Is this green white hate bears? Jesus, someone hurt this fella. I think we're dead. Man. Alright. Sick. Alright, EE, K return, probably decay, terminate, K return or K commands. Wowzers, holy. I think we want to trim on at least 2 Scourges here. I'm probably certain that all of the Scourges are just bad here. Wow, that was... Didn't help that we didn't draw land, but geez, I don't think it mattered. Like, we weren't beating that start. Someone hurt them with this deck, or a red-black deck in general. We kind of need all the Hex Drinkers just to beat the pro-green creatures, or pro-black-red creatures. Maybe Ragavan's not good, but on the play, I don't think it's ever really that reasonable to cut Ragavan. Maybe an Inquisition? No, I'm pretty fine cutting Inquisitions here. Maybe it should be... Maybe it shouldn't be that. Maybe it should be like Seal of Fire or something like that. No, I'm gonna run this. Does suck that, so something small here. We don't have Team or Battle Rage, and that definitely helps out in this type of matchup, but yeah. But yeah, we'll keep this. Definitely a fine hand. That was a freaking start. Let's just talk about that. I don't know how any like Jun Shadow, any Shadow decks beating that one. That was brutal. That's just kind of funny. Like, god damn. Someone really hates these types of decks. Feels like. I think I'm on a Stomping Ground actually. We have black. Yeah, I'll do this. I think it makes our next turns easier. DRC. Yeah, I'm pretty fine with that. I think it's better than a land, and that's kind of what we just don't want to draw. Sprawl. Alright, Sprawl's kind of annoying. Oh, okay. Oof. What a start. Thoughtseize. Count me in. That was a very good draw. K command. No, I think we just want to... That turns on these DRCs anyway. Another Thoughtseize. That might be fine. I think that's fine. Sanctum Fire. Yeah. Okay, let's get the Sanctum Fire out. So they are the company deck. Love Sprawl with the Nana. Oh wow, they don't even have another... Their hand is very greedy. Well, we just take Sanctum Fire here. Nothing else really matters. So... Nothing else really matters. Guess Sprawl's kind of terrifying, but we can always Abrupt Decay, and we have another Thoughtseize on top, so I think we're pretty good here. Think we are pretty good this game. Just Pendelhavening. Alright. Walking Ballista on 1. Powerful stuff, powerful stuff. Let's just attack. This Ballista is actually semi-annoying, but again, I don't think it's gonna matter. Wish we had another something. Definitely awkward that we have to like kill this before we get Hexdrinker down. But again, that's fine. I think what are we getting rid of here? Just Thoughtseizing. I don't think we care about Prelate. It's probably just... Don't care about Heliod. Is it just the company? Like, how bad is it if they draw land, company into the combo? That's what we gotta figure out. I think it is company. Like, as weird as that is, I don't think that anything else matters. This might be an incorrect take, but I'm just trying to think how we lose the game, and I'm thinking like running lands is the way we lose this game. So they draw land, which is fine. They play Sanctum Prelate. We are kind of like forced to... Okay, I mean, I guess they can, this way they can still, they're Prelating, interesting, okay. So I think we have to take this opportunity to Abrupt Decay the Ballista. Because if they name 2, we can just lose the game. Okay, they conceded, yeah. Alright, hold up. I think on the draw, we want to cut a K command and 2 Ragavan's for 2 Inquisitions. Because Ragavan's definitely worse on the draw here. Maybe it's not that bad though. Maybe I'm just like underestimating how good this card is if it hits. I think this is bad enough of a matchup where it's fine to keep it, but it's definitely gonna be tough. Well, that is not a hand that we want to keep. This is definitely a kind of a shitty hand, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to bottom this Tomb and just hope it works for us. Hope it works for us. See if we can grind through this start. Cake Man's not a bad draw. Another Arbor Elf. So it's going to be kind of hard to like stop their mana development then. So I'm just going to Inquisition here. Try and take the cards that matter. Veil, Sanctum Fire. Sanctum Fire is the only card we care about, so. Alright, time to draw a Kozilek's Return. That would probably be the best possible, but their hand's definitely a little awkward. And the fact that they have a Yavimaya is kind of awesome, so now we don't have to ever fetch green. You don't even have to worry about that. We can just fetch Blood Crypts for days. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. So hand definitely looking slightly awkward. We're still at, 17, 2 shadows. Would love to see like, I'm not even certain. This is where Ragavan just looks so bad. Might just like dash it if we draw one. Terminate. It's not very good. Not very good at all. Especially when they're showing us Veil Summer. Probably just not doing anything here. Let's see what's going. So our hand is Skyclave, Veil, Mystery card. Let's draw a land here. Make us happy. Ooh. EE for 1 is looking pretty spicy. Sure, I'm down. They might just Skyclave this, which I actually think is fine for us. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if they do it. Sweet. That is fantastic. Now we just get to deploy double shadow. Yeah, that's pretty good for us. We should probably just... Do we pop this? I don't think so. Still don't think we fetch here either. Kind of just want to draw lands. Land, please, 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 please. They don't have a company. They would have slammed it in a heartbeat, so just do this. And as long as we just know they have a Veil, so we can play around it, hopefully the rest of the game. 1, 2, 3. We only have 3 card types, which is kind of shitty. Ugh. Alright, opponents. How bad is it? Skyclave, Conclave Mentor? It's pretty bad. That's pretty awful. Not gonna lie. So we can play this Hex Trigger. Okay, let's see if we buy Lurrus, we're dead. We block, we take 2, 4, 6. I just have to buy Lurrus and just kind of like run it, hope it works. We're at 1 if they draw a Skyclave, which I think is fine. Just draw a K return, please. That would be so good. We draw lands, which is fine. Tagging just seems so ambitious by them. Bolt. I think I'm fine trading the board for Lurrus, or for Shadow. I almost like don't even want to let them cycle this Veil. I think I'm actually attacking here. Sure. Can we play this game without playing a green or a red, or what is it? It's a black or blue spell? We might be able to. I think we're gonna play this game without playing any black or blue spell, or well, we should say black spells. Don't think we want to let them cycle this Veil Summer. Horizon Canopy, sure. Interesting. We'll heat this. See what happens here. So they're dead here. Not on board, but they're dead. They don't block, right? So this is 4, 12, 13. Maybe not. Let's attack. Should probably block. Maybe they won't. They do. Okay. Feel pretty decent about this game if they don't have company here. Oh, I made a mistake. I forgot this is a black spell. That was a mistake. It might come back to bite us. I shouldn't have played that. Okay. 100% shouldn't have. I think if I played that, I should have just played. Okay, so this is gonna be a 3/3. Can kill, bop us for 1. I think we're still fine here. Maybe we should just kill this now. Maybe we should just kill this now. So next turn we get to go Shock the Skyclave, destroy Ballista, swing in with the squad. Fetch land, that's pretty good. Okay. So, let's go destroy 2. They probably kill. We're gonna swing in, they're forced to chump here. So now we just lose to company, and that's really it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, okay, yeah, we're pretty good. I think we're fine here. Just no company, please, one time. Sure. No point in fetching. Still dead next turn. Come on, deck. Come on, opponent. All right, they concede. Whew! Another 2 bad matchups in a row, I'd say. But we take that one down. So I'll see you all in match number 4. All right, back here for match number 4. We're on the draw yet again, but our hand looks pretty decent. Arid Mesa. Man, it's a pretty simple turn 1 here. Play our Ragavan, say go. Maybe they have a bolt, who knows. What are we up against? Oh god, no Ren. I forgot. I should have been like concerned about Ren 6. Oh, they don't have it. My life flashed before my eyes. They have like a removal spell. I don't particularly care. Fire Ice. What the hell is their deck? What deck is this? Did I make a mistake by not thought seizing here? Not certain. Steam Vents. Teferi. I feel like I made a mistake by not thought seizing there. Oh, Ragavan. I'm gonna Thoughtseize and play Ragavan, I think. Oh man, their hand's pretty good. Well, let's take the Rin, because we're kind of committed now to this play. Problem is, they play the stupid Dwarven Mine. We gotta kill it somehow. So, that's pretty shitty. I'm not really certain how we're beating this board. Land? Landu. Huh? What the hell does a land do? Not certain, but we're fetch shocking here, that's for sure. They discarded their second Nahiri. So our hand is Time Warp, Mystery, Mystery. I think we're going Shock, Discard, maybe? We could just go like Shadow, Scourge. I'm fine going Shadow Scourge. Might just be able to kill them next turn. It says 12. Problem is, now we might just lose to a lands. Oh, maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, I think I fucked up. Or, shit, not whatever. Whatever. Messed up. I feel like they would have slammed this Time Warp. See what's going on. See what's going on, opponent. I definitely messed this game up. I didn't even think about Nahiri Time Warp being a problem. It's a tapped land. Yes. In this economy, tapped lands. Urgh. So we're one off from lethal. I can technically deal with their walkers. I don't know. I'm going to go for it. I mean, let's go for it. Try and deal with the walkers. Send Shadow at Tef and Rag and Nahiri. Or Rag and Scourge at Nahiri. Alright, opponent. Creativity. Alright, well, we're dead. Believe we are dead. Yeah. Alright. Didn't really need to show us that, but yeah, we're dead. Man, I feel like they could have just like not waited, but we died to that. Alright. I don't know why. I just have such a hard time with this matchup for some freaking reason, and I hate it. Seal of Fire is pretty good. I think I'm going to trim some bolts here. Probably want to trim some of our X1s. I think it's Hex Drinker before Ragavan, just because Ragavan's so good. Let's just do that. Just do this. K Command's fine. I don't know. Sideboarding against this deck, I always have like the worst time against this deck for some reason. I literally can't beat it. It's kind of insane. This hand's pretty good. Hand is pretty Gucci. Blood grip. Grip and blood. I mean, I think the actual only way to beat this deck is to be the most aggressive deck possible, and hard evidence. Yikes. It's not very easy to do that with our deck, especially with this hard evidence literally brick walling us. Seal of Fire, not bad. Not bad at all. Scourge, bend that. Have Delirium. Both of these cards are annoying. Probably just take the Ren. Let's go Ragavan. I'm kind of confused whether or not we're supposed to play EE here, get our Surveil, but I don't think so. I think we just want to force them to Prismatic Ending this turn. Yeah, they're going to do that. Okay. All right. We'll pop this Explosives, I believe. Believe we are supposed to do this. Come on, Ren. Arid Mesa. Rip. Rip! Blood Crypt. Yes. Seal. Pass. I mean, we're not in, like, the worst spot. They are at essentially 8. Essentially at 8. We have a K command, so it's pretty hard for them to beat us here, if that makes sense. Because we can deal with treasure and with creatures. So, blue-red. They're tapping a Ragavan. Okay. Guess we are just playing Hex Drinker. Probably just... I'm not really afraid of them making a treasure token here. So I'm just going to play our Hex Drinker out. They had a Seal Fire. Not really certain, no. Feel pretty good about this position. They icing this again? Jesus. Alright. I'll level this up once. Hold up K command here. Teferi. Ugh, I hate that card. Teferi, why? Why are you here? I hate you. Oh my god. I literally hate this deck. I can't beat it. Can't beat it for some reason. I feel like we're not going to win here. After like having a Ragavan active for like 5 turns. Oh my god. Oh. Yikes. Alright. Well, we are like so screwed. I don't really know what we're supposed to do here. Alright, Domino Creativity, yes. Maybe I popped this EE too fast, but I think at the time it was fine. Like, yeah, I do have their Emrakul in hand. Maybe I don't have another one? I don't know. They hit our Ragavan and we got another, or hit our Death Shadow and hit us another Ragavan. That's pretty brutal. Alright, we died. They hit Time Warp. Oh, man, I don't know why I have literally the hardest time against that deck. Alright, well anyways, we're into match number 5. Alrighty, back here for match number 5. We're on the play, PogChamp. Bad hand, bad hand, bad hand. Find hand, find hand, find hand. Gotta triple it up whenever I say it. What are we keeping here? What are we ditching? I like Seal. Seal's not particularly that amazing, but it is kind of nice. The fact that it is a 1-drop removal spell. Yeah, I'm gonna bottom terminate. I don't know. It's definitely kind of, oh shoot, I should have kept this Verdant up. Definitely not the easiest time deciding which one to take here or put to the bottom. But I think Seal Fire has higher upside against certain decks. And Terminate's just like, whatever. Foothills. What is this? Steam Vents, maybe? What are we fetching? Probably answering, Ragavan? Oh, they have their own Ragavan. Alright, this is fine. Whatever. Alright, seal your Ragavan into death. Death. Alright, what do we hit? Mantis Rider. Ooh. What are they on? I think we're just going Scourge here. Maybe we shouldn't. Not going to, though. We just have a 5/5. That's kind of... No, we probably shouldn't. There's a chance that they play Kavu. I guess that's only going to be a 4/4, right? Whatever. Let's play this. Just play our Scourge out. I'm kind of down. Kind of down with it. Na. Maybe I should have just thought seized. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, should have thought seized. I don't know. When you lead on your own Ragavan, I feel like it's not necessarily the sign of strength here, or the Ragavan flooded, one or the other. So, typically that's what happens when I do that, at least. Breeding pool. Okay. Is this a Kavu? That is a Kavu. Fine. DRC, that's pretty good. Guess we're Thoughtseizing here, right? Might as well. K-Command? Sadly not. Love that, but... Lightning Helix or Tribal Flames? Guess it's just Tribal Flames, right? Do we even care about Lightning Helix? What does Lightning Helix even accomplish? So we're attacking them. I highly doubt they're chump blocking, so they are going to be at essentially, what? This is 7 damage. They're going to be at 6. Yeah, just Tribal Flames. If they chump block here to play Lightning Helix, like, whatever. It's fine with me. I mean, they're pretty much dead next turn. Might just Lightning Helix the DRC. I mean, they're dead if they attack. Maybe that's their only line, though, is to attack. Yeah, maybe they just have to loot away something and get lucky. How much damage is this? 5? 5 means we're down to 8. I think this is fine. Alright, sweet. Take down the first game. Okay, we gotta think here. What do we want? Definitely want Decay. Definitely want Terminate. Probably want K-Command as well. Probably want these explosives. I don't think Seal Fire is that fantastic here. Nor do I really think Hex Drinker is necessarily that good here. I think we just want to be killing their stuff. So I don't think we want Hex Drinker. Wow, we are like literally don't have any. We have 1 green spell in our deck at this point now. Probably actually want the trophy. 2 green spells. That's kind of funny. The reason I want Kolaghan's Command so bad is because of Scion Draco. But maybe that's like too ambitious. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just do this. Their curve seems to be pretty low, so maybe EE is good, maybe it's not. I'm not certain. Yeah, this is a fine hand. Yeah, just get Blood Crypts here. We don't need anything else. Again, as we said, we literally have 2 green spells, so is playing Jund worth it? Post sideboard ? Just cut the green spells. Alright, another land's not particularly what we wanted, but Scion of Draco, definitely the card we're afraid of. So taking one of them. Taking one. Darn. Wish we had these K commands now. But it's okay. It is okay. Definitely something I was concerned about, like, you know, in the board, and I kind of discussed it, but I think it's fine. They really want to attack us. Oh my god, another land. Yikes. just pass here. I think flying is flying. Just General Furious or whatever. General, I'm dead AF. If it is, we are dead. Mantis Rider. Ugh. Okay. How much damage is this? 7 next turn. Oh wait, no. Well, we kind of need to draw something then. I was thinking whether we can like afford to not fetch here and maybe beat them with this bolt in hand, but we cannot. So K commands. Just keep us alive. Not like terribly strong, but like it does keep us alive. Let's see. We're at essentially 2. Right? Yeah. Essentially at 1. Jesus. All right. I don't know how we win from here. I guess what we can do is what? Well, this is a Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, yeah, we're actually dead. We might have to discard, like, let's say they just had blanks here or whatever. We might have to discard ourselves, discard this EE, and then heat the Mantis Rider, play the Shadow. And, like, maybe we're okay. Not really certain. Okay, that EE looked very weak there. I don't think we want EE. I think I'd rather K commands. And like Steel Fire is just fine. It's whatever. Come on, deck. Alright. Hands gas. Not really, but it's fine. I think we're just bottoming the Thoughtseize. Could like just keep both Thoughtseizes. Yeah, let's keep both Thoughtseizes. Whatever. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We're not really hurting ourselves that much here. Not too bad. But I mean, I highly doubt they have Prismatic Ending or a way to deal with this. Might have their own Ragavan here, which will feel awkward. Maybe Bolt. They did chose Bolt, yeah. So that's what it is, Bolt. Bolt. So I guess we're not playing out the Scourge here because we really don't want to get Lightning Helixed. That would be brutal. That'd be pretty bad. Tomb. Yield through the turn. Yeah, talk about... Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. I guess we're just taking threats here. I guess we could just take Lightning Helix Mantis Rider if we really want. But honestly, is that bad? Okay, let's just take Mantis Rider first. We might not take it next time. Who knows? Well, let's Thoughtseize again. See what happens here. Maybe they get, I mean, I highly doubt they fetch Shock Lightning Helix. Okay. Well, it's not really what we wanted to see, but we gotta take a Scion here. Gotta take a Scion. So K command not looking that bad, not looking that great. Why are we fetching? It's not a good sign. Fetching for tapped land? Oh, it's just to play Scion? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thought they were fetch shocking for some reason. But no, I just didn't look at their mana base. Guess we're just killing it. Stevens. Oh, I should have played land. That's a mistake. Oh no. No. Please no. Good ones. Land, thank God. Oh, my life. Thought we were just screwed. Inquisition. Dealio. That's pretty good. Bye-bye, Lightning Helix. Hello! Here we are. We're in business. They have Ragavan lands, which is not particularly that great. Sure. Not a removal spell. Not what we were looking for. Hold back for this one turn. Hold up, turn off auto yield to the end step. Turn away hope. Alright. Territorial Kavu is terrifying. It's pretty good. That one's pretty good too. That's very good for us, actually. Allows us literally to do everything. Alright, well our board is pretty spooky. I mean, we know they have like nothing left. They have I mean, actually, I guess we don't know anything about their hands. Yeah. Bobble, fetch lands, unholy heats. We have some pretty good draws here. Attacking with Kavu, no. Just passing. Another Scourge. I think I'm actually fine attacking with Shadow and Scourge here. I think this is a pretty fine attack. Like, they want to trade off. Sure. Like, this is fine. We had to redeploy the Shadow anyways. We killed their Ragavan this way. Lightning Helix. Well, that's pretty brutal. Not gonna lie. That's pretty awful for us. Jesus. That was pretty much the blowout. Wow. Okay. Well, shit. I mean, I think it's worth doing that, but that was obviously like the worst case scenario. And now they're cascaded into a cascader, so. Well, both teams tried. They tried harder. Damn. I mean, I still think that's a fine attack, though. Like, I didn't really expect a Lightning Helix right there. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I kind of assumed they just drew lands. We're just trading here. Maybe there's some hope here. Maybe we draw a K command or something. Ragavan. So that keeps us alive. Chomp. Trade. I mean, K command's still a fine card here. I guess chump, trade, kill, return. I guess that's fine. I'm not particularly certain it's good for us, but this Kavu's just massive. I don't really have a way out of it. Bolt us. All right, that's game. All right, GG's opponent. Let me give him the GG's. GG. That was a tough game. I mean, not particularly certain we're like not favored, but not particularly certain we are favored. Hold ups. I don't know. I was actually kind of impressed with Hex Drinker. I think Scourge is by far our worst card. I think, to be quite honest, we probably just don't even want 2-drops anymore. Like, I wonder how crazy that is. Like, just cut these. Like, just chuck in, like, terminates K commands. We could honestly even try Ignoble. I know most people aren't very big fans of it. I do like the card, not really in a Lurrus deck, but I think it's fine. I would be truly interested to just see like how low the curve can go. Um, Now, whether or not you want ignobles in that type of deck where your curve is so low anyways, so it doesn't really matter to have extra mana, that seems a little weird. Um, but I think what we should do is just like shove like 4K commands and just like literally have like maybe 2 terminates in the deck and then shove another Unholy Heat, another Inquisition in. I think you have a pretty fine deck. I was actually pretty fine. Like Hexbringer was pretty good for us. I think Goif is a card that you don't want to be playing anymore, and I think Hexbringer is just better. Maybe not like strictly better, but the card definitely showed its strength this league, and I think it's better than Goif, at least in the current moment. Sideboard, the Kozilek's return did come in. We never got to cast it. Came against 2 decks. One was, whatever. It's a little Heliod deck and Elementals, which, I mean, Elementals is a bad matchup. Which, it is how it is. Oh, maybe Croxa could run in this list as well. But, I don't know. Sideboard was fantastic. I think maybe Alpine Moon can start hitting the bin these days. It's definitely not as good as it used to be. Hammer's not as like popular or all over the place anymore, so I think you could trim the Alpine Moons if you want. K Command's fine, EE's amazing, Nile Spellbombs I'm like thoroughly enjoying, just for like the Ragavan and Blue-Red Murktide decks, but maybe this Trophy and Abrupt Decay is also like a flex spot. I could totally see something else in this spot. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.